Integrate the x on x times the square root of x plus 1. Please kindly like my videos, follow me, share and comment for us to build the mathematics community. Now let's see how we do this integration in a very simple steps. For this, if we let u equals the square root of x plus 1, then we have u squared equals x plus 1, and we have u squared minus 1 equals x. Okay, so let's see. This implies we have u equals x plus 1 to the power half, and we differentiate u with respect to x. We have du equals half of, if we differentiate x, we get 1 times into bracket x plus 1, then we subtract 1 from the power to get negative 1 out of 2. So we write our du to be equal to 1 divided by 2 times 1 divided by x plus 1 to the power positive 1 out of 2 dx, which can be rewritten as du equals 1 divided by 2 times the square root of x plus 1. Okay, so we have 2 times the square root of x plus 1 du equals dx. Okay, we know that the square root of x plus 1 equals u, so we have 2u du equals dx. So our integral becomes 1 divided by x, and x is u squared minus 1. So we put here u squared minus 1 times the square root of x plus 1, and the square root of x plus 1 is u, so we put here u, and du equals, dx equals 2u du, so here u will cancel u. We now factorize 2 out to get 2 times the integral 1 divided by, now u squared minus 1 is the same as u plus 1 times u minus 1. That is difference of 2 squares. If you have a squared minus b squared, then it's equal to a plus b times a minus b. So here we have u squared minus 1 squared. Right, that is simple. But you know 1 squared is 1, that's why we have 1 there. So this gives what we have here. Okay, we are going to use partial fractions here. So we are going to break 1 divided by 1 plus u times 1 minus u into partial fraction. So we have a divided by u plus 1 plus b divided by u minus 1, since the denominator has linear factors. This gives 1 equals a times u minus 1 plus b times u plus 1. Now, if we put u to be equal to positive 1, then 1 minus 1 is 0 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 1 equals 2b, which gives b equals positive 1 on 2. And if we put u equals negative 1, here negative 1 plus 1 is 0, and negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So we have 1 equals negative 2b, 1 equals negative 2a, and we have negative 1 on 2 equals a. I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Please kindly like, follow, and share for us to build the mathematics community. Remember also to leave your comments. So this gives 2 times the integral negative 1 divided by 2 all divided by u plus 1 plus positive 1 divided by 2 all divided by u minus 1 du. Now, here we can factorize the numerator out in a very simple way. So, let's see how we factorize the numerator out. So here, let's see. We are going to have 2 times -1 on 2 times the integral 1 divided by u plus 1 minus 1 divided by u minus 1 du. Remember, negative times positive gives negative, negative times negative gives positive. 2 cancels 2 and we're left with -1. So we have negative integral (1 on u plus 1 du minus 1 on u minus 1 du. That is, if we distribute the integral to each term. So if we integrate 1 on 1 plus u, we have natural log of u plus 1. Negative times negative gives positive. If we integrate 1 on u minus 1, we get the natural log of u minus 1 plus the constant c. Now, always remember to bring the absolute value sign. So here we can rearrange this one as the natural log of the absolute value of u minus 1 minus the natural log of the absolute value of u plus 1, which gives natural log of absolute value of u minus 1 divided by u plus 1 plus c. Okay, so if you have natural log of a minus natural log of b, we write it as natural log of a divided by natural log of b. That is why we have this there. Okay, so let us undo the u substitution by replacing u by the square root of x plus 1. So you have natural log of the square root of x plus 1 minus 1 divided by the square root of x plus 1 plus c as our final answer. Please kindly like, follow, share, and leave your comments.